So the electric upright, the alter ego, allows you to totally focus on the sensation of the left hand in the bow so that you aren't distracted by the actual sound of the instrument.
Yeah. The most of the teaching of the bass and most of the books, method books are called, of how to play the bass deal with the left hand. I would say 90% of the time. Very little on bowing. What they put on bowing is mostly bowing variants, like, you know, try this up bow, down bow, that's about it. But they really don't even address the bow itself.
Mm-hmm.
And how it vibrates and bow speed and so on and so forth
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
practically never discussed.
Mm-hmm.
The alter ego bass, I think that if anybody wanted to learn more about the bow, pick up an alter ego bass, and all of a sudden you have to start thinking about something you never thought about because your attention is taken away from the left hand, and suddenly you're thinking, wow, what is this bow doing here? And it's really amazing, and I've tried it with a number of students, and you know, it seems to be 100% of the time there, everybody's focus changes.
I've seen pictures of so-called practice basses in the Elgar book, for instance. There's what looks like would be a modern version of an electric upright. It has no body, just all solid upper and lower bows. I imagine they were probably built so you wouldn't disturb your neighbor when you were trying to practice, but I'm sure they didn't know about proprioceptivity back then, or perhaps they did on a different level.
Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting book, because while you were saying that, I was thinking that in Germany, there are laws in all the major cities, like Berlin, for instance, you are not allowed to practice any musical instrument in your apartment unless you have one of these. I think Wanger Corporation produces them, maybe there's others. You have a room, a soundproof room within a room.
Oh, okay.
So they have to bring this in, build this room, and close the door, and it's totally soundproof so nobody can hear it. That's how they practice. And I think it's just, I can't imagine doing that. I mean, you know, the other thing I love about the alter ego is that throughout my life, I could write a book actually on the windows, the scenery I've seen while practicing around the world. Because in every hotel that I stayed, where there was something to look at, I always asked for a room with a view. Because I was probably one of the only hotel guests that would stand at the window for hours practicing, and I wanted to look at something. Yeah. And one of the neat things about the alter ego at home, both here in Las Vegas and in Victoria, I take it outside. And there's not, you know, most of it is not exposed to the sun, and the little bit that is, you know, I'd usually put a chair or something in front of it to keep the sun from beating down on it. Right. And I like to practice out in the open. It's wonderful.